What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? Anybody who happen to step up in here? Uh-oh. Hold on now. Hold on. There you go. Hey, what's up, Fifi? I'm finna jump up here in a minute. What's good, everybody? I ain't even finished setting my, let me get my stuff real quick. I'll be right back, y'all. Be right back. I'm still here, actually. I just gotta get some things situated real quick, fast. Y'all gotta forgive me. Y'all know how pop-ups go. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really uh this ain't Tuesday, this ain't Friday, man. We just getting on here talking. And I'm actually glad that my sister Fifi's journey is one of the first people in here. Cause that's what part of the conversation we gonna have uh tonight, if y'all if y'all don't mind. Ain't gonna be a long conversation. We just gonna chop it up real quick, talk about some things and some stuff. Um Yeah, how everybody doing? Hey, mama, my Renaissance grandma. Hey, Dave Busby, how you doing, bro? Uh, yeah, man. Happy February. Happy Black History Month. A lot of mixed feelings come with this month for a whole lot of people. What's up, Jared? How you doing, bro? Congratulations, man. Keep pushing, keep grinding, brother. It was good to catch your live the other night. Was that last? Hell, I don't know. Might have been. It was last night for me. Daytime for you. I don't know. I get them all mixed up at this point. Honestly, go back and forth. Who else I missed? I missing about? Okay, no, no. Okay, so thank you, Fifi. Yeah, it's a pop up, so I ain't really tripping. If folks mosey on over this way, that's cool. If they don't, that's cool. Okay, that's what's up, Jared. That's what's up, bro. Um, I let people know. You can still feel free to, even though it's a pop up, man. Drop your hashtag so everybody can find you later tonight, and y'all can share this out if you want to. But I was over there just checking out my brother plant a garden, man. Yo, this challenge is gonna be dope. This challenge is gonna be dope. And even though we growing our stuff, the indoor grow, it's that ain't really fair, man. I mean, at least we just keeping it true. We just keeping it real. What's up, MLW fishing, man? We just keeping it how we keep it. Cause it's wintertime for y'all. So even if we growing stuff indoors, it's still like, how that ain't really it ain't really fair. It ain't really the same. I'm gonna see if this y'all let me know if that's too loud. I got my whatchamacallit circulating. Hey, Miss Deborah Garrett, how you doing? And mama in here, so I sure got to be on my best behavior. Watch my language, acting like I got some home training and some sense. I know y'all ain't used to just seeing me. It's just me this time. It's just me tonight. Baby doing fine. Thank you for everybody who reached out, who checked on her, checked on me, checked on us, see how things were going. She doing good. She was just tired. I don't want to have too much of a glare. So yeah, man, let's go and get into it. So as everybody know, most of us know, it's Black History Month. but it's a whole lot of mixed feelings that come with this month for a lot of different people and for a lot of different reasons. And I'm actually curious to know um how some of y'all feel about it, because things change, people change, generations change. Oh, what Fifi say? Said that challenge seems simple, but uh, I'll put it up here real quick. Fifi said that challenge seems simple, but it's much more excitement when you see people also growing excited. Exactly, Fifi, for real. And I mean, everybody got hobbies. People do different stuff. But when you growing food, especially when you growing your own food, man, that's a whole different. It hit different. It hit different. It means something different. Um, yeah. But Black History Month. So a lot of people feel a lot of different ways. I mean, and rightfully so. It's understood. It ain't like it's lost on me that everybody is not gonna feel. Big Dre 357. What's up, fam? How you doing, man? Thank you for being here. Um, People have a lot of different feelings, a lot of different emotions, and tonight I know it's a pop up, but I'm trying to have one of them conversations where we talk about everything, talk about all of it from all different perspectives, all different points of view. Because people got different feelings towards different things for different reasons, man. Everybody is not on the same accord. And what I mean by that is from my own personal experience, and y'all feel free to share y'all thoughts and y'all opinions, and hell, feel free to share this live out too. Um, I think we are at such a pivotal moment in history, and where we've come from, where we are now as Black Americans, African American, whatever people call themselves. Hey, what's up, Black Guns and Gardens? How you doing, bro? Thank you for being in here. Um, we got a long way to go, but we've come so far, and we all know, most of us know, and that's another caveat. We getting to a point now where you have different generations that don't fully understand the extent of what we've been through as a people and the challenges that we still face. Some people, and rightfully so, they less heavy on the black side or the African side, and they more on the I'm an American side. And that's 100% true too. The biggest thing that I personally see going on right now is the lack of understanding and appreciation for varying perspectives, if that make any sense to y'all. Boy, this light is bright in my face. I'm trying to. Mama said something. We must be seen. Red, we are not afraid. Black, let me put that up there. My Renaissance grandma. Come on, mama. She said, green, we must be seen. Red, we are not afraid. Black, we must fight back. My Black history contribution. Yes, ma'am. And, this is one of our elders in here dropping knowledge. So it means something. It does. It does mean something. But there's people who have always felt this way, and then there's people. It's a growing constituency of people who look just like me, share my hue, share my complexion, share my everything, that feel like Black history ain't it ain't this, it ain't that. It's I'm an American, but they not wrong either. They not wrong either. What's up, bro? Steve Gilmore. Um, JC family, what's good, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Y'all feel free to share this live out if you want to. It's a pop up. This ain't Tuesday. It ain't Friday. We'll see y'all tomorrow though. But hey, so good, Gardner. How you doing, brother? How you doing? I think it's cold over there where you at, ain't it? Um, Yeah, man. I just want y'all thoughts and some of y'all opinions because it's so many different ways to look at this. It's so many different points of view, so many different perspectives. I think sometimes people miss each other for trying to be heard. Odom's Homestead, what's good, bro? What's going on, family? How you doing? How you doing? Thank y'all for being here. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Uh, it's almost like when you got somebody you love, it ain't even got to be your wife or your husband. It could or your significant other, whatever. It could be a cousin or your uncle or somebody, and or your auntie, and y'all talking and you having an intense conversation, and you don't intend to overtalk, but everybody want to be heard so desperately that they don't hear where the other person come from. Miscommunication is one of the most dangerous things for people, for any group under any circumstances who deliberately trying to work together for the sake of a specific objective, in my opinion. I'm just old country boy. Hell, what I know. Uh One virtuous woman and one vigilant watchman. What is going on, y'all? How you doing? And my sister Gina. Hey fam. Hey Gina. Uh I'm sometimes I sit and I think if people do know and or understand the origins, because if you have no basis for something and you just have it presented to you damn near 80 90 years later, literally almost actually 100 almost a century later, um there's a thing called lost in translation. So much can be lost in translation that, excuse me, my allergies, man, it's whew. Y'all, we heading out of summertime. I'm actually ready for rainy season to get here. I am ready for rainy season. I ain't got no problem with it. What's up, Nikki? How you doing? The everyday life of an OCD is chick. Um, Diversity love. What's going on, family? How y'all doing? How are you doing? Good to have you in here, sir. Uh, Again, this is an open discussion, man. I'm really open to hearing what other people think and how other people feel, because as we sit in this February here in 2023, I think it's only fair and right, or at least that's what I choose to do, and acknowledge all the different ways that people like myself um view this, view the whole month, view the what it means, how it's transitioned since its origin, um, why it makes some people feel the way it makes some people feel. And what's up, broke? How you doing, brother? Thank you for being here. I got to, man. Broke farmer in the building. That's how broke hit it, man. Broke farmer in the building. What's good, bro? It's good to have you in here, man. For real. For real. Um, I mean, like, just to give a few breakdowns before y'all. Oh, and y'all feel free to connect, man. I told y'all drop that hashtag BCIAC. This is just a pop up. It's just a pop up. Okay, we got something going here. That's So Good Garden. I'm gonna put him up here, and I'll keep elaborating on my specific feelings. So Good Gardner said, Black History Month is America's history, and it can't be put into the shortest month of the year. It's all year long, so they can have this month. I'm just saying, completely fair, completely honest, and accurate opinion. That's what this whole live about, man. That's what this whole live about, is seeing how other people feel, So maybe we can gain a grasp and understand one another to a point where it's like we can all achieve some form of reciprocity in whatever way it may come. Um, because it get complicated, and the reason that this topic and this subject matter means so much to me because it's so complex. Uh, being black, some people call it African American, some people call it. I'm a Texan. I'm a black man from the state of Texas all day long, all day long. But living over here in Africa, people ask you questions. It's so complex. But nonetheless, I don't disagree with you, bro. I don't disagree with you, and I am an American. I'm of African descent, of African ancestry, right? But at the same time, I'm an American, man, and I'm a black man, and above all, I'm a Texan. I know what my people been through in order for me to have my behind sitting over here, breathing, talking, walking, and it's been a whole lot. But everybody don't feel like how I feel. Who we got in here? What's up, Tim? ATM Tim in here. I hate to keep. I don't like that glare, man. I keep taking my glasses off, but that doggone light, boy. When I say it's beating, it's beating. Uh, broke farm. There you see. That's what I'm saying. Let me put broke farm up here. Broke farmer said, "I celebrated every day. A father, a husband, home, and landowner." Come on, man. Come on. No lies detected. No lies detected. This is why I'm so glad y'all coming in, and this is why this conversation is so important. And it's the splintering for me because so many people feel like, yeah, and hell, we got land in Texas. You damn right. If and when we get ready, as parents get older and folk might fall ill, get sick or whatever. I mean, we got goals, we got plans. We've established enough here that hopefully this will always be what we building it to be. But we don't know when we might have to spend 6 months in the States, a year in the States, 2 years. Like, man, that's home. That's where I'm from. That's where I'm born and raised. But here is home too for me. But come on, if we're gonna talk about it and we're gonna get more into African history, into the complexities of Black History Month here in a minute. But at this point, I'm more focused on trying to hear and listen and understand what everybody's saying rather than having myself sold on a rock solid uh uh set of core values or opinions. But one thing won't nobody ever tell me, just like I know my ancestry lies somewhere over here on this big beautiful continent, at the same time I'd be damned if anybody tell me I'm not from the great state of Texas with all its flaws too. I ain't been nowhere yet. Maybe y'all done been somewhere. Maybe y'all done found a country, a state, a municipality, a parish, or something where it's just been perfect as hell, baby. But I ain't been nowhere on this planet, and I done been a few places. I ain't found no one that's just a utopia. I have yet to find that one spot, that one country, that one place that's just flawless. So yeah, Texas got some issues, man. Everywhere got some issues. Hell, the whole United States got some issues, just like the country I'm in over here. Ain't nowhere perfect. But damn it, that's home. Happy Black History Month. Uh hey MTGVTV. What good, sis? Let me see what you said. They love throwing us bones with no meat to keep us quiet. Still no reparations or laws of protection. Let's talk about that too. And I really don't. It's not a political channel. We really don't delve into politics. But for the sake of this conversation, for the sake of this pop up, we can talk about all of it. When I think about being the most secure, should we decide to, let's say next year, 2024, 2025, we've been over here, business is going, but it's going. That's our baby. We want to go back home, or we want to live somewhere else, or we want to go somewhere else, or we want to do whatever. The way that Broke Farmer, So Good Gardener, a whole bunch of my family, and other people are choosing to do, and then the brother that live I was just watching, Plant a Garden TV. Y'all need to check out that challenge, man. If y'all don't know Plant a Garden TV, I hope he'll jump in here. So, hey, what's up, David Corey? What's good, bro? Damn, my bad. I don't even know how I miss you, man. April ain't in here, so I just be busting my chops, man. I be running my mouth. I'm missing all kind of stuff, but yeah, you got some land. You know how to grow some food. You know how to slaughter something, and you got you a water source. Psh, come take it. At that point, that's really where you at. That's really where you at that point, man. It's like come take it. But uh, hey, what's up, Motivation from the weightlifting geek? What's up, little bro? I know you coming on here in about an hour. If I'm even on that long, I'm gonna probably ride this out to for another hour and 3 minutes, and we're gonna push this on over, and we all gonna head over to the after work uh vibe with motivation from the weightlifting geek. What's up, Chef Riz? 1921. Damn dyslexia, boy. You see, I said 1921. 1921. I guess that's on my mind because I'm thinking about Carter G. Woodson. I'm thinking about the origins of Black History Week. It actually started as Black History Week. It didn't start as Black History Month. That came much later, but it actually started as Black History Week. But Chef Riz got that 1291 in there. Liz B, what's good, sis? What's good? Congratulations to the young brother, man. I was watching. Yeah, man, I'm always in the bushes. I'm always in the bushes. We in the bushes somewhere. If it ain't me, it's the wife. We always, no matter what we doing, man, we always trying to support everybody, check somebody out. Even if we don't jump in the chat, we hell, we always, we hit that like button and maybe even share it out and still not say nothing. I seen them tacos, Chef Riz. Well, actually, it wasn't Chef Riz. It was over on Anne Marie. It was on Anne Marie Live. But yeah, Chef and them over there getting down on them tacos. It was in the bushes, just chilling. Same way I was in the bushes over with my man Planter Garden TV. You ain't always gotta say nothing, man. Just chill. Just chill. Just lay back in the cut, man. But those were two good live. But back to this other stuff, man. To the subject at hand. I make it a goal to respect everybody on where they at because I don't know they point of origin. I don't know why people feel like how they feel. Hell, I didn't know that. That's right, Miss V in them bushes. I didn't know that. I didn't know that I didn't know what I didn't know up until I learned all the things that I didn't know. I just hope we can meet each other with that level of. Everybody ain't easy to get along with. Everybody is not gracious, and everybody cannot articulate themselves in certain ways where they can even be understood, and they only meet you with frustration and opinions. I think it's gonna get worse before it get better, and I'll elaborate. Hey, Yaya, what's up, Yaya? Yaya's best life. How you doing? The moody artist. I hope I ain't miss nobody else, y'all. This ain't Tuesday. This ain't Friday. So I ain't got my sweet pea. I ain't got baby in here with me, helping me keep an eye on what's going on in the chat. So I get on here, especially when I feel like how I feel right now. Hell, I just want to talk. So if I miss anybody or miss anything, y'all charge it to the game, not to my heart. But let's look at everything that has unfolded and transpired, and then we can elaborate from there. Now, unless I'm mistaken on my history, which I could be, I love people. I love for people to inform me in any errors of my ways if I'm mistaken on my historical accuracy. But as far as I know, I want to say Dr. Carter G. Woodson, one of, if not the very first recipient of a very high level degree from I ain't gonna drop no institution names on this, even though this is for educational purposes. I still ain't gonna drop no institution name. But again, y'all hear me out, man. I'm just an old country boy. I want to say W. Du Bois and Carter G. Woodson were two post Civil War people to achieve degrees from certain institutions that were prominently in their origins not for people of my hue. If you picking up what I'm saying, they weren't for black folks at all. So they went, they attended, they achieved. Carter G. Woodson started Black History Week. Martika, hey, what's up, Martika? Popping in to say, hey, fam, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Started Black History Week. That eventually grew and expanded into what we now know and call Black History Month. Some people knew that, some people didn't. Whatever. A lot of stuff I didn't know until I knew it, right? With that being said, what all has actually changed since the origins of Black History Week? Well, you've had everything that happened with Emmett Till. Everything that happened with Emmett Till was the catalyst that catapulted the civil rights movement. Y'all stop me when I'm wrong. If anybody think I'm lying or I'm misquoting something or not being historically accurate, please put it in the chat. And hell, I might even drop the link and let you come up so you can tell me face to face. That was catapulted by many other circumstances. I don't want to skip over Ought to Be Well. Apologies if I missed anyone. Oh, you good, Riz? Chill out, man. You good, bro. Everybody driving to an appointment. You focus on the road, man. Keep them hands at 10 and 2. Just focus on the road. It's all good. Everybody understand. Uh, and in the midst of that, you had situations with Ida B. Wells. You had situations going on with Jackie Robinson. You had situations going on with not the same way they started, but even the NAACP. You had so many different things. You had Marcus Garvey and everything that he did in between that. I'm working my way up to the civil rights movement of the late 1950s and 1960s is what I'm doing. But I'm trying to set a whole mood and a whole tone for all the things that have been forgotten and lost to history that can help further explain why we see so many different variations in why people feel the way they feel about this month. And I will say this, one of the most prominent things that I've seen in this chat a couple of times, and I agree 100%, is I celebrate it every day. That's just me personally. I don't go super hard. I don't go super ham in February. for a lot of different reasons. Um, appreciate the acknowledgement, thank you, but at the same time, not just because it's the shortest month of the year. Appreciate the acknowledgement, thank you, but because, in my opinion, my very humble opinion, there is no U.S. history without Black history. Black History Month is American history, and American history is Black history. Now, some of the things that transpired, some of the shit that happened, got folk not want to talk about all of it. But baby, you can't change the fact that it is what it is, and we are a part of what we're a part of, in my humble opinion. I am American. Hell, some would argue I am America. I know I'm over here. I know I'm living in East Africa, man, and I'm proud to have the connection and the knowledge base and the learning and the history of it. But just like all of my Tanzanian friends and my people from the Gambia, from Mali, from all these different countries over here, one thing that you will always find, I don't care if it's mud homes for 1,000 kilometers in every direction. You know, one thing I see, a consistency, everybody is proud of where they from. If I want you to know but three things about me, the three things I need you to know: I'm from the great state of Texas, East Texas most specifically. I'm proud of my African heritage. So everybody don't even feel that. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Everybody don't really feel like they necessarily from the continent of Africa. That's cool too. But you see African dreaming. I wear my African garb and I'm always repping Texas, and I love my wife. You don't need to know nothing else about me. As long as you know them three, you can assume whatever else you want to. But those three things right there are indeed fact. It's indeed fact. Oh, Odom. This is why, yo, Odom. I'm gonna end the live. Hell, I'm trying to make it to motivation from the weightlifting geek come on. I might well go and end the live right now. I'm gonna go and end the live. Odom's Homestead says so much of our history has been destroyed and changed. It's been destroyed and changed, and that's exactly why. Thank you for that, brother Odom. That's exactly why I move the way I move. I say what I say. I feel how I feel, and I act like how I act. In recent years, there has been a growing consensus. Just saw that. My bad. Okay. Uh, there's a growing consensus that uh many peoples were never, that all the black people, and some people, and I'm gonna say all, I'm not trying to use generalisms because I think I'm a little bit more solid than that, but for the sake of giving continuity to this conversation, I'm gonna go ahead and make the argument the way I hear it, even though I know that that's inaccurate. I hear it being said that the black Americans were never actually from Africa. We ain't got shit to do with them. They over there, and that, hey, decent argument, man. I respect however whatever people feel. I'll listen to you and I'll take it from there. Um, some people with really strong emotions and feelings with that regard seem to be they have interesting conversation, but that's neither here nor there. Let me elaborate further. So, uh, I've seen arguments made. Well, where are the slave ships? I've actually heard people say this. There are dozens of videos with people saying, "Well, if we were really brought over here uh, from Africa to over here, well, why it ain't no slave ships on?" Well, I would ask your ass, well, where in the hell is the Santa Maria and the Pinta and the Nina? Pinta Nina and the Santa Maria, where Columbus ships at? If that is the basis for your logic with whether slaves ever actually were transported um to north what we presently call North America from the west coast of Africa, then I would also ask you to be very inquisitive in your inquiry over where are the ships that Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1692. Oh, I'm sorry, 1492, I believe. Yeah, where them ships at? If we going by just that logic. Now, I'm not knocking nobody for how they feel because I'm always overwhelmed by something that it just really, really, it make me sit and wonder where reasoning sits and where reasoning resides. Because if that's the case, I can't help but wonder why two things can't be true. Hey, Rochelle Vanterpool, how you doing, Miss Rochelle? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Why can't two things be true? Why can't two things be true? I try to look for the points and places and spaces in history where the best minds, the independent minds, uh, scholars across the board. Hey, did I speak to Tim? What's up? What's up, Tim? Tim? I hope I spoke to Tim. I hope that people really start to gain the ability to. I see a lot of this, man. I don't know whether to call it gaslighting or what, but it's like a new piece of information presents itself, and all of a sudden, everything else is obsolete, decrepit, uh, inaccurate history, and then this new bit of discovery or this new way or frame of mind is all that people can go with. Now, from what I know, which I can be corrected, but all that I know of the transatlantic slave trade, almost no ships because the journey is in fact that long. And when Fifi first stopped in here, I was like, okay, if I can get my South American and Caribbean people and my Barbados people and my Trinidadians and a lot of my South America, Grenada, a lot of my people to really like chime in or say something. Do you understand that very few people ever came here first? Even the existing slaves, from my understanding, from damn near before Independence Day, we talking like 1760s up to the Civil War. Yeah, they may have came in by ship, but the ship was coming from South America. The ships were coming from the Caribbean. Excuse me. There were breaking camps. They had breaking camps that would recondition you, separate you, because if you from over here, well, you don't want, how can I say this? You don't want two people, you don't want two people from Tanzania, you don't want 20 people from Tanzania on the same ship talking to each other. You don't want two people, 20 people from Ghana on the same ship talking to each other. The first landing spot was in what we now call the Caribbeans, according to the history that I know. Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Feel free to chime in. With that being said, There were breaking camps. It's almost the equivalent of something paramilitary, like you send somebody to basic training before you send them on the active duty, right? They need conditioning. They need to be broken. They need to be reconditioned and then rebuilt. And then you ship them to the other side. So many people don't even know the amount of people who look just like me who live in Brazil and Ecuador, even Guatemala. What's up, J3GS? I'm sorry if I miss anybody coming in. Hold on, Diversity Love said something. I told y'all, man, I'm rocking this by myself. I don't uh Autumn said before the continent separated, what was Africa connected to? Hell, everything else. That's the only feasible answer I have. I mean, if we getting back into uh uh what was it called? Not Pymea, Pangea, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember my studies correctly. Pangea was a singular landmass. I'm trying to answer your question, Odom, to the best of my ability. Pangea was the one extensive landmass that connected all the earth, yada yada, millions of years, fault lines, plates, mountains rose, land separated, people on this land went to that line, yada yada, land bridges, people migrated like they do now, following animals and food, and here we are. So I hope that helped. What Diversity Love said. Let me put this up here so I can read it. The more cultural literacy you have, the more doors open in your world. 100%. I couldn't agree more. Diversity Love. I couldn't agree more. Uh, the world is increasingly turning into something that all of us are gonna understand less and appreciate less, probably because we remember what was. But it is what it is. Hey, Odoms. As far as I know, I mean, I'm not a again. I'm no geologist, but I think that the only isolated landmass that was not connected to Pangea, um, again, according to history and according to geologists and everything, was Australia. Was Australia. That was the one landmass that's always kind of been where it is for the most part, isolated, and everything else was was shit, together. It's some strange stuff down in Australia, man. I think they have one of the most, even outside of Africa. I think Africa, the whole continent of Africa, may even be second to the geological diversity of Australia. They got some stuff down now, man. I mean, the same way y'all might kill water bugs in y'all house, hell, this spiders down there this big, just be sitting up in folk corner. People wake up, it be snakes in the toilet, uh, out wallabies running around and shit. It's a lot. It's a lot. But oh, I'm sorry, Rochelle. I'm sorry, Miss Vanterpool. I wish you could uh had a better connection, but thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Um, and how does this tie into Black History Month? I'm gonna get back to the other point. So I named a whole bunch of things, and we're leading up to the 1960s. Let's see if it's 2023. I'm gonna let y'all do the math. I'm gonna let y'all do the math. How long ago was the Civil Rights Act, the Housing Act, um, Loving v. Virginia, What other laws? That was probably one of the most difficult and prominent decades. Is not just 1960 to 1960 or to 1970. It's actually, in my opinion, it's 58. So it's a little bit more than a decade. So it's really like 14 years, because if you look at history from the way I observe it, it's really like 58 to 72. You got to understand, man, in the midst of all this, you got stuff like Woodstock happening. You have the Vietnam War. You have so many different things that will test any country going on, not to mention the internal civil unrest that complicated things in a profound way. How does that relate to Black History Month? Things change, people change, perspectives change. Everybody doesn't get to the same place at the same time. So while some people, and rightfully so, may sit in a space of, and I'm talking about Black Americans now, or African Americans, or indigenous Americans, because I believe this as well. There are Black people, there are indigenous persons who look just like me. No different. No Asiatic features, no nothing. They look just like me. My grandma acknowledged and admitted and would talk about to the day she took her last breath that she was Choctaw Indian. I don't I've been into it maybe 2 or 3 times in my life in different parts. I had a cousin, I was doing some research, me and April, maybe about 7, 8 years ago. Some of the pictures that I found, some of the pictures that relatives that we connected with sent us, it's crazy. It's crazy. Choctaw Indian. So even that's possible. I don't deny it. The only thing that blows my mind and gets me is when I hear people say, I ain't African at all, or I'm only African American, or I'm only this, I'm only that. Hell, to go back to what and I'm gonna read some of these chats. Go back to what Odom said earlier, man. Our history is so damn distorted and confused, and this done been left out, and that's done been added, and that was added, and this was left out and shit. Hell, it's a mess, but it explains a lot of why how things are the way they are now, and why people feel like how they feel. My goal in this whole pop up is not to tell anybody they wrong for one, convince you to feel or think no way or the other. The only goal I have is for to encourage people to continue to be open minded, study, research, and leave room for growth. I think that's really all I got. Because it's nothing worse. Few people, I don't know. I ain't seen a lot of success in it. Maybe it's possible. There's a difference between it. It's a thin line, but between being sure and assertive versus thinking that your ass or anybody else got this life figured out 100%. 100%. Now it ain't no room for discrepancies, for mistakes, no maybes, no ifs. You saw some shit on the internet, or you read 2 or 3 books, and now you just now you can believe real strong. But the same person who may have had a doctorate and spent their whole 40-year, 50-year career researching this one subject matter, all they can go off is the shit that somebody could afford them the opportunity to learn or dissect or disseminate from. Y'all don't realize we walking around this bitch guessing, hoping, assuming, wishing for the best. But anyway, let me get to diversity love. This older in the chat. I'm sorry. The continent we now know as North America was contagious with Africa, uh, contiguous with Africa, South America, and Europe. They all existed as a single continent called Pangea. Yeah, okay, good. That's what it was. Yeah, Pangea. So I was right. I wasn't too far off. Y'all got me over here freestyling. I just got to pull it out of my head, depending on what y'all asking. Um, which is the oldest stone structures like African water circles exist on all continents? Okay, yeah. Uh, I mean, the more I think about it, and the more I encourage other people to think about it, if you would really sit back and think, and it's a lot behind this. It's a lot of whatever. Y'all, because I was in this fog. I thought about this from a lot. I've thought about this a lot. You really think ain't nobody? I mean, nobody. With all the trade that was going on, with all the routes that people took, with all the this and the that, wasn't nobody here except that sometimes people confuse being a savage or primitive with choosing peace. And that's why I don't never want folk give me understood, man, because I'm a peaceful guy, I'm a loving guy, but I'll defend my family down to my last breath. And you might get your ass beat. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. So you can have whole societies of people who are predominantly peaceful, confronted with and met with extreme level of violence that they would never even implement on their own people or their worst people. And then here we go. Here we go. But I said all that to say that I think not only did the continent of North America possess a thriving number of communities, nations who sometimes were combative, but for the most part, worked in a more egalitarian uh, form of society. Yeah, I do. I do. And since none of us were physically alive back then, all we can do is assess and trust what a whole lot of other people tell us based off of their assumptions and discoveries. But okay, Diversity Love said, I will fix it. Not only will I be culturally literate, we will fund the disenfranchised knowledge base. You know what? I agree. I think that's a beautiful concept. Diversity love. My only issue with that is where I usually start pumping the brakes. And this is it happens. I do it with religion. I do it with some current social issues and maybe one or two other aspects of my life because life taught me this. And then another part of it's personal. I don't possess the capacity to deprogram. And in order to learn, you have to have some space to absorb new information. Motivation from the weightlifting geek is off in here. Let's just go with something real basic like RAM. Let's go with RAM or just think about the space on your computer. Now, what if all literally every byte of your PC or your phone or whatever is filled up with an ideology? It could be wrong as hell, it could be right, or it could be 50-50. If that space on your laptop or on your phone is full, there is no more room for the new upload. I can't upload that information into people. And that's another thing that make this complicated because it's there's one thing to be full. You ain't got no more space. You ain't got no more space to upload that new information versus the desire to know more. You see what I'm saying? So I feel you, diversity love. I don't think that it's always people are misled or misguided or ill-informed. Sometimes some of us are so locked into our ideologies and the way that all we know is what we know because we've only known that for so long that even if I present you with this brand, hey, I got some more space for you. I can feel it. You got another slot over here. All I got to do is put the. If you would let me, if you'll allow me to just open you up for just a second, a couple of screws, and I got this, and I can put it in here, and you can learn more than you already know. But they like, I don't want that new RAM. I'm here. I'm running. I'm operating. I'm functional. So why do I need to know more than what I already know? It's gotten me this far. It's the same thing dealing with human beings. And if y'all ain't learned nothing about African dreaming, baby, I don't get in grown folk business. When I see you don't give a damn, I give a damn less. I promise you. I will never work outside of my wife and my family. I will never work harder than you for your betterment than you willing to work for yourself. You crazy as hell. Motivation for. Let me see. Let me get back to this chat. Oh shucks. Motivation from the weightlifting geek said, "Yes, sir. In today's live stream, we're talking about our brains being cluttered, and is really a harmony with what you're talking." Joe, you just said that for like 3 days in a row now. Motivation that we I guess we just I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess we in sync, man. It's the what folks say. Maybe I don't know what is it, Mercury in retrograde or some shit, something like that. Because I'm not deeply into astrology, but even that I don't rule out because I don't know enough about it to say to speak to the level of its prominence. I just don't. I get so lost trying to figure out how people get so locked in, but don't step back to say, let me try to explain a bit about myself first, and then I can elaborate on this more. Now, this don't go the same way for everybody, but for myself, for me personally, the more I realize I'm learning, it scared the shit out of me because it's like, damn, I'm walking around grown and didn't know this. I when I was in my 20s, I'm walking around 25, 26 years old, like, damn, I should have known this all along. Why didn't somebody tell me? And then I get 36 and I'm walking around 36, finding out new information I wish I had knew 10 years ago. And I'm like, damn, I wish I had knew this at 36. I can't have those two recollections in my memory bank and then sit up here in my 40s and feel like I got this shit figured out. I don't have that ability. Some people do. I personally don't have that ability to feel like I have a good grasp on everything. I can have an understanding of a lot, but to say I've mastered life or that, no, 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 no. And I said all that to say, let me get back to my point. The more I learn, the more I realize how little I know and how little I knew all along the way. It's humbling to me. It's sobering. That's one of the most sobering things I've ever felt in my life is to it's almost like that same feeling how some of y'all have been on autopilot. I know some of y'all in this chat have been on autopilot, man. Some of y'all have either been at a red light or pull up in your driveway and don't remember the last 10 minutes of your ass driving home because you're on autopilot. When I learn new things about this world and this space that I currently occupy, I sit back and be like, damn, boy, I don't, woo. Wasn't nothing but God or or the universe or something, baby. Because I ain't talking about drinking. I'm not talking about drinking and driving or nothing like that. I'm talking about, hell, you done had a long day at work. Are you thinking about how many clean sets of work clothes you got ready for the next day? And then the next thing you know, you at the house and you like, damn, because you going through the motions, going through the damn motion. And then you mess around and learn something, and it's like, oh wow. What Broke said. Broke Farmer said sometimes we think I think we get so caught in history we miss our future. That's enough. Come on, bro. Facts. 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 It's a both and for me because again, that's why it's so important. And I don't say this like blowing smoke up y'all tutor or nothing. What Broke said make perfect sense. And at the same time, knowing history for me makes why things are the way they are now makes sense. But then you do have people, some people are so dead set and so focused on oh, we got to learn this. This is the truth. This is what really happened. This is how it really went down. And man, I'm telling you, man, people be ready to fight. People be ready to fight like somebody in the damn club. Like, no, man, 600 years ago, the such and such was here and they took over this and they did this and that. And I'm almost like, man, what the hell that got to do with your W-2s? I'm not saying it's not important, but how does that impact in 2023? You filling out this next job application, or you deciding that you're gonna be an entrepreneur and do this for yourself, or that you're gonna do whatever it is you finna do next week, and people be going hard, man. I mean, like they be about to box, they be about to fight over certain historical shit. I hate to say this, y'all, but this is the truth too that is hard to swallow sometimes. Especially the farther you remove yourself from recent history, documented history, I do believe that media and technology has been a game changer because folks can't lie how they used to, and people can't say they didn't say this how they used to, or whatever. But I had a long conversation with one of my history professors one time, and we were talking about a certain fight, a debate that ended up being an actual physical altercation in the Senate back in 18 uh maybe 1837. I forget the senator's name, but I mean at that point it was only like 38, 39 states in the union, if I'm not mistaken. And he was telling, I mean, he was enthusiastic about this, and he was crunk, and we talking and we kind of debating, but I'm listening more than I'm talking. And and when he took a breath and he sat back, I asked this guy, I said, say, man, how you know that's how that shit went down? I did. I did. I would like to say, but I mean, I feel what you said, but how you know it went down exactly like that? Well, because of records, because of this and the document. And I was like, man, bro, everybody who looked like me had their ass on the plantation and it was illegal for them to read. So that cuts off a big chunk of now, even if they heard something, they might have went back and whispered to their kids or grandkids or told somebody else or something. But I mean, damn, how we know that a whole bunch of what we've been told and believe happened just XYZ, just like this and just like that, man, we don't know. And that's modern history. Yeah, even talking about what transpired and happened in the 20th century, the 19th century, the 18th century, and 17th century, that's still considered modern history when you look at the overall history of humanity. But anyway, let me read Diversity Love. Diversity Love said, understand your history and understand your present day culture. Knowledge can't be forced on a fool, but we can empower ourselves by the opportunity. Yeah, I agree 100%, fam. I do. I agree 100%. Hey, what's up, Anne Marie? I agree 100%. Um, the one little part to that is Have you seen the interest level of people lately? Um, Subject matters like this, conversations like this, don't really seem to intrigue uh the entirety of the populace, if y'all know what I mean. I mean, it's just um I done got older. I'm not cool. I don't know the latest this, the latest that. I don't keep up with the Joneses or the K people. I don't, my sense of fashion is abhorrent by modern day standards, I'm sure. Um I'd rather be out feeding chickens and uh rounding up goats and minding my own business. So in fairness, I will say that combined with before we left the States coming over here, eh, I think it's gonna be an interesting future. I'm not saying don't share information, don't stop trying to encourage others and share your knowledge with others and let them know. But um hungry mouths find food and full tummies get picky. Full tummies get real picky. But somebody who just ain't ate, if you starving for knowledge, then you're gonna find that sustenance. If you you know feeling however else you feel, you're gonna be a little bit pickier with your cuisine. But nonetheless, it is what it is. I'm gonna go a couple more minutes till my brother Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek come in. But Black History Month, we got to the 1960s. We talked about that. Let's just jump think about the 80s and the 70s, because two big things happened. More the attendance of Black Americans, African Americans, or Black Indigenous Americans, all time high for about those 3 decades. Hey, Motivated to Homestead, how you doing, family? Thank you for being here. Welcome in. Was peak. Some of y'all may have even attended college during those time frames. Uh, I'm showing my age now, but hey, what's up, Amber? How you doing, Amber? I very vividly remember on Saturdays the telethons and stuff, the United Negro College Fund. And what's up, Mike? Mike's Carho, what's good, bro? I very vividly remember um the fundraisers, Lou Rawls and J3GS Farm. I know you a young man. You remember when Lou Rawls used to come on and the whole a mind is a terrible thing to waste and all of that. So for y'all who just coming in, we talking about Black History Month. We talking about Carter G. Woodson, and we're talking about the if y'all wonder what I'm doing, I got a rubber band right here, and it still got some life in it. See, so what I was doing was putting me a little knot in it. Yeah, get tight, get that. Yeah, that's what I was doing. But let me get back to y'all. Uh, Talked about that, and now we kind of got past the civil rights movement, and we up to the 80s, 70s, 80s. A lot of folk going to college. Lot of people who look like me going to college. Some for the first time, many for the first time. When economies change within a community, class is next. Economy first, class second. One of the fissures, one of the divisions came from us being in a circumstance where regardless of your socioeconomic either prosperity or unfortunate circumstance, Y'all lived in the same community because you had to, aka segregation. So being segregated, everyone uh who was deemed black, and we all know in America there is a one drop rule. It don't matter whether you high yellow, like whether you look like Mariah Carey or whether you look like Wesley Snipes. Everybody had they behind over in the same living space on the other side of the tracks. That came with a benefit, and it also came with some unfortunate set of circumstances. After the Housing Act was changed, or passed rather, and it's never been the same since. The same sense of unity, the same sense of community, it ain't there, and I would beg to argue that it ain't coming back. That don't make it a good thing or a bad thing. That means it ain't never gonna be the same again. That's what it means as far as what I know, what I can tell. As diverse as we are as a race of people, Black Americans, African Americans, indigenous Black Americans, how can we not have a wide spectrum of opinions on this month, regardless of what even our actual uh, knowledge base may be? Hell, half of it is how you see yourself, how you perceive your experience, your American experience, the things that you've been through, the things that you know of and or about your history with regards to this month. And I get it for people who, because I do it too. Hell, I'm literally in Africa. I talk about Texas all the time. I talk about Africa all the time. I talk about being proud of who I am and where I'm from all the time. I live Black History Month 365. And I'll never have it any other way. But, but I choose to respect those who say, I ain't feeling that shit. Or why is this like this or that like that? Man, it's all about respect. If I don't give you due respect, or even if it ain't due, even if it ain't due, I just choose to respect you and where you coming from and why and how you may feel the way you feel, because it's complicated, man. You can't put it, in my opinion, it's damn near impossible to put a one size fits all on how someone should feel on something when we live in a world where we constantly see movements that start out with the greatest and best intentions be corrupted, taken over, uh misaligned, misused, mistreated. And that, hell, a lot of that goes into why people feel the way they feel now. It's not just a generational thing, man. It's not just a generational thing. It's a perspective. It's a matter of perspective and how people feel about whatever they feel about whatever they feel. I just choose to hear you out, meet you halfway, and try my best to be um, an open ear and willing to ask questions and be asked questions. It goes both ways. I don't want to, just ask you something and you can't never ask me nothing, and we do it like that. That ain't right. That ain't cool. Ain't nobody learning nothing. All we doing is barking our most profound opinions and ideologies at each other. But we ain't making no progress. We ain't getting no reciprocity. I don't understand you no more than when we start the conversation, and you don't understand me no more than when we start the conversation. And if y'all follow our channel, and you will know, anybody who chooses to either visit or relocate to Africa, that is 100%. We will show you the beauty. We will show you what we've been through and what we've learned. But as far as saying, and Y'all, I swear, it's easy for me because that's truly where my heart at. That's truly where my wife heart at. Uh, we don't get in grown folk business. So, Grace Grimes, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Welcome in. We appreciate it. There are people who uh adamantly believe that everybody who look like me should be trying to figure out a way to come over here, regardless of the country, regardless of whatever. Move back to Africa. Move. Living here, I disagree with that philosophy. That's 100. That's all the way. That is all the way for real. I disagree with that. I think you should be real mindful and careful and visit first and play that smooth. And then on the other token, is some people who like uh I ain't African at all because we always been here and my people was here first. And I again, man, I understand. I can read. I'm a smart guy. I ain't saying I'm a smart guy. I'm not smart, but uh, I say I can read and write. I'm an old country boy, but I can read and write. Hey, Miss Maria Graham, how you doing? Um, on the other hand, there are people who like, man, I ain't got no connection with Africa. I ain't from there. I was never from there. I'm completely indigenous. My people was here for thousands of years. Shit, bro, I hear you out, sis. I hear you too. It is what it is. I ain't mad at you. I'm Miss Maria. What's wrong with just me, Miss Maria? Why I can't be enough? Why I ain't gotta be enough, Miss Maria? Nah, but for real, she apron. She in the other. She up front doing some something. Uh, Amber. Let me put what Amber Angel said up here. But no, thank you for asking about her, Miss Maria. She doing good. She up in the front. Amber Angel's Truth said, same, just talking to listen to each other, no limit, so much more to learn and discover undiscovered truth. Yeah, I mean that's how I move. That's my vibe. That is my vibe. Yo, Mike, what's good, bro? Oh, thank you, Gina. Gina, you just saying that because you love us. Thank you. We appreciate it. And she loved me because she sent us a girl. And even before that, she loved us anyway. Uh oh, thank you, Miss Maria. I was just teasing with you. I know. I know. I just April wasn't feeling too good Tuesday. She had wasn't feeling too hot, had a migraine and stuff, and so I kind of finished up the live by myself, but she doing a lot better. She just needed some rest. We both been over here grinding, and we've been grinding, and because of almost speak VJ, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? People, I was just finna say, speaking of people like DJ, so I had to get my, as tired as I be, I still feel restless because I have too much on my mind. We got life over here, then we try to do everything we can with the channel. Uh, the hottest parts of the day until rainy season hit is about 9 o'clock in the morning to about 1 in the afternoon. And man, when I say it be hot, it's Africa hot. I mean, it's Africa hot over here for just a little bit. And I'm in a cooler climate because we still at an elevation and we up in the mountains. Um, but I had to, I don't really like work. If I'm gonna do something in the evenings, I prefer it be like lifting weights or doing some kind of calisthenics or something. I get 2 buckets of water. I do a prison workout or something. But I like doing that in the evening. But as far as cardio, I like being I like going out on a walk around the village, around my, looking at all everybody farms and looking at all what everybody growing around here and speaking to neighbors and doing all of that kind of stuff in the morning time because it just set the tone for the rest of my day. It just made me feel good. All my blood flowing, come back home, take shower, change clothes, get some breakfast, and then, go back out. But uh hey, Yankee sister, how you doing? How y'all doing? Uh Let's see him. Boy, y'all done tipped in him. What you say, DJ? I max out on the share of videos today, so I only like your video for right now, African. Man, it's all good, bro. It's all good, DJ. I appreciate you. I was in the bushes, you were bowling, uh, and I've been catching up with you over there on the TikTok machine. Yankee Sister Homestead, thank you for being in here. Oh, it's all good, bro. Thank you for saying that, DJ. But it's all you already know. It's understood, fam. It's all love. Uh, let's see here. We got about 4 minutes, and then we're gonna mosey on over to. I'm gonna mosey on over to motivation from the weightlifting geek. And hey, you know what, Mike? Mike, I'm glad you in here. Mike's chaotic because I was thinking about something. Me and April was talking because we just planned. We got some more stuff we just planted last week. Actually, it's had some of it outside, some of it in the house. But man, it just ain't fair. We that's why we never put our entry in our little video, cause y'all growing in the wintertime, and a lot of y'all using hydroponics. And even if somebody in a warm enough spot where they can put in their windowsill, that ain't 100, man. But we still support the challenge. If y'all don't know about Mike's Chaotic Garden, the wig grow off him and GT Jr., y'all should check that out. And Plant a Garden just started his challenge yesterday or day before yesterday. I was watching a little bit of his live earlier. So y'all okay. Yankee Sister said we live hopping tonight, baby. Yankee Sister, we usually don't go on Thursday night. This was just on my mind, on my heart. Hey, Martika still in here, going to catch the replay for what I missed. Hope she feels better. Thank you, Martika. Yeah, she good. She good. Maybe y'all should take turns for a break. I'm good with either or. Oh yeah, shit. We good, Amber. We good. We on a mission. So it's gonna be times where you just, a little tired when we get like where we need a YouTube break, and we'll just take a break. I know it is, Yankee Sister, but one of the things over here, y'all done been on here. Y'all know we have solar. We use backup. Um, I'm not at a point. We not at a point. We'll get there. But as far as using any of our reserve power source to operate, first off, I've never seen hydroponics over here. Now I'm sure they do have some, or we could buy it from the states or Europe and get it shipped over. But uh, with where we at now, I'm probably no, I am 100% certain uh, because of the level of continuous outside sunlight, I would probably always grow the bulk outside. But as we get this money right and we have extra to spend on stuff like that, I definitely look into a hydroponic system because we want to. But for right now, nah, that extra power that we got that sun pulling loading them batteries, we never know. It might be rarely is power out for more than a full 24 hours, but we saving that for phones, for fans, for communication equipment like computers, you know. Mm. Mike, you talking about over here? I don't know what works in places. Both indoor is milder. Oh, okay. First full form of scene there. Aquaponics too. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it don't exist. I just don't know where it is personally around me, like in Tanzania. I haven't seen any in my area, but and I don't even know what country you're talking about. Come on, Mike, you gotta give me more than that, man. It's like 54 countries over here, bro. Yeah. Okay, so I think let me see if Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek is on. Uh but yeah, man, this just a little black here. I thought some of y'all might want the link dropped or come up or something. But this was just it's the second day. It's the second day in and yeah, February 2nd. Wanted to touch on that before it got too late in the month and just let y'all know how I feel, see how some of y'all feel about um, you know, Black History Month because it is. It's not. Hey, Miss Cheryl Faulkner, how you doing? Miss Cheryl, then tipped on over in here. I will, Miss Maria. I will. I'm trying to see. Okay. He is good. He is up. He is going. Y'all, if y'all don't mind, I really appreciate y'all. Everybody who came in, everybody who here. Uh, yeah, April do feel better. I'm gonna tell her she asked about you. She must be busy. Y'all know usually she'll be in the chat. Even if it's just me up here, she would be in the chat. But she's doing fine. She just needed some rest. She had a migraine. She needed some rest. And y'all, I'm heading over to, can we do a raid over to Motivation from the Weightlifting? Hey Joe, will you put your link in the chat real quick so everybody can find you easier? Hold on a minute. Y'all give me just a second. I would do it, but hell, I ain't gonna. For one, I don't actually know how to. Let's see, drop somebody else link. Hold on. Damn, boy, man got me working. Let me see here. Thank y'all for being patient, sticking around. Miss Sheridan came in here. Amber, still. Hey, Sammy Joe, 1982. Because it's always exactly Gina. Exactly, always, always. Let me go over here so I can put this man uh link in the. See, let me go over here, and then I'm gonna come over here. Y'all work with me. Give me just a second. Okay. See how I'm doing, boy? Ooh, that boy cold with it. I'm getting good, y'all. All right. Now I'm gonna go back over here, and I'm dropping the link for anybody who wants to catch us over there. I just dropped the link to I don't know why my Amber, we jumping. You see it in the chat, Amber, right there. It's motivation from the weightlifting geek. Okay, he dropped it, and I'm up here dropping. What's up, Bean Juice? How you doing? Thank you for being here. We finna go, Bean Juice. We finna get out of here. Just asking a lot of sleep child word. Oh, no, we ain't went we good, Amber. But thank you for your consideration. Okay, so y'all, thank you everybody for being here. This is a little quick pop up, man. Just want to talk to y'all. Say, uh, talk about Black History Month. I celebrated 12 months out of the year. I know most of y'all do as well. Um, Peace, love, soul, and family. Thank everybody for being here. Much love. I'm finna get over here and go support my brother Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek. And y'all could please, hey, African Dreamin' Raid, tell them who sent you. Tell them who sent you. And I'll catch y'all over there in a little bit if y'all got time. It would be much appreciated, deeply appreciated. And we'll catch y'all tomorrow over on Friday Faves. We got a special guest coming up. I don't know who it's gonna be. Y'all gonna have to show up. Hey, Chime Moss Farm, how you doing? I know that's right, Chime Moss Farm. I celebrate every day. Every day. Hell, I damn near celebrate Juneteenth every day. Now that's a Southern thing. That's a whole nother conversation. We're gonna talk about that one again. This Juneteenth coming up. But much love to y'all. Peace to y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. I'm gonna meet y'all over at Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek, and y'all already know what it is, baby. Until I see y'all and y'all see me again, y'all know what I'm gonna be over here doing. I'm over here being country.